You know what AI kind of reminds me of right now? It was that kid in high school, just peaked too early. Now, today, we're going to look at why every investor should be excited and also a bit cautious about this shiny new tech. All right, let's roll that intro. Hey, folks, Chris Hobart here, the Wealthologist. Now, AI definitely a hot ticket right now, right? Absolute game changer. But let's not forget, so is radio and railroads and the Palm Pilot and 3D printers. Now, if you dumped your life savings into any of those too early, you probably still flinch when you hear the word boom. All right, let's go back to 1925. That's when the New York Times said radio stocks were the hottest thing, I guess, since newspapers. And then kaboom, we saw the same thing with .com stocks in the 90s. I worked for a .com, not for long. Obviously the internet won, but things like pets.com, they didn't. Now, today's AI, it kind of has that same feel to me. A lot of promise, a lot of excitement, and stock prices, quite frankly, partying like it's 1999. Now, we're in a speculative phase of AI, which means investors are pricing in a future that looks awesome, but it's not here yet. Now, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't believe in AI. I absolutely do. It's going to be extremely helpful with medical research, improving productivity, probably write better jokes than I ever can, which is a bit terrifying. But does that mean that AI stock today is a bargain? And I would say the answer is probably no. And here's the key takeaway. The biggest winners in tech revolutions are usually consumers, not the first batch of investors. So when everyone's cutting costs and adding AI to boost margins, competition eats those gains. That's why you've got to look at fundamentals, not just the buzzwords. Now, this is where you ask, does the company need AI or is it just sprinkling it on like it's salt? We've definitely seen plenty of those companies. Is the stock priced for what it does now or what people hope it does later? I also want you to remember the best tech today might not be the best investment tomorrow. So, what's one trend that you totally believed in the past that's turned out to be a flop? Again, I'd mention I worked for a .com. It was exciting for a while. Do me a favor, drop your experience in the comments below, and don't say MySpace. We've all been there. Totally understand. All right, folks, like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next round of straight shooting financial truth with yours truly. I'm Chris Hobart, the Wealthologist, helping you cut through the hype and stay sharp with your wealth. See you next week.